This is Giving Back Week on CTV Morning Live, focusing on volunteers who give back to our communities in many ways. Well, the power of giving back is a good lesson for students, and their philanthropy can also benefit their learning skills. We're talking about that this morning with Laura Lee Burgess of Oxford Learning. Good morning.
Good morning, Heidi.
Yes, so this is a good lesson. We're going to talk about something positive here, which is encouraging kids to kind of give back to their communities.
Yes. Volunteering, giving back, helping out, whatever you want to call it, a great way to teach responsibility and so many other things.
Okay, so what are some ways to encourage this?
So talk to your kids a little bit about what the needs are in the community. So that's really the first thing that starts the learning process. So, you know, learning about what their needs are locally or, you know, within their city, country, whatever
Even
it is.
their own school, I suppose.
Their own school,
right?
Yeah. So they can learn a little bit about the environment or, you know, poverty, homelessness, whatever the case may be. So talking about those things is a great way to start and teach them about what's going on around them.
Right, exactly. So there's a lesson in there kind of about what's happening in the world. Right now we're looking at some student volunteers actually helping out at a children's hospital. So this is the part where it actually comes to doing then. So you learn maybe what you'd like to do, and then you can kind of guide your child into, you know, actually getting there. That's
right. So have them come up with the idea, because it's always better for the kids to be directly involved in what it is that they choose to do. So, you know, if they wanted to donate food to the food bank or something like that, then there's great lessons within that, so they can learn that others don't have as much as they do. Or, you know, if they're collecting food, they're practicing their reading as they're reading the labels or counting how many cans they have, that kind of thing. So lots that you can do within that too.
Exactly. And schools often do this a lot of the time too, kind of get kids involved in this. So they play a role as well.
Yeah, so often around the holidays there's, you know, food drives and things like that, but really talking to the kids about why is that important helps them to develop a better understanding of what's going on around them. So they may know there's a food drive, but you know, if you don't talk about that and teach them those things, it doesn't really relate to why that's important.
So do we, or do parents need to think about how this translates into better grades or anything like that, or is it not about that?
Well, it definitely is. It teaches kids to become better citizens. It teaches them to, you know, have greater self-confidence and empowers them to be able to make a change. So all of those things, when kids are volunteering, the studies show that they end up becoming more successful and more engaged than kids who are not doing something like that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so find something that they're interested in, be able to help. You know, it teaches great responsibility from an early age. So lots of really great life lessons
to be learned there. And then once they're maybe finished doing whatever they do, I mean, I guess you shouldn't just let it go. You should probably have a discussion about how things went and...
Absolutely. So, you know, talk about that. What can we do differently? What can we do next time? You know, those are all, it's all about doing more and being selfless and teaching kids that there is more out there and, you know, others don't have as much as they do. So how can they contribute?
Yeah. Wow. Sounds good. Well, it's a good thing to talk about for Giving Back Week as well. And nice to hear that it can make a difference in many ways. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Let's go now to Elise.
Thanks so much, Heidi. Well, it is giving back.